Benson in the box now. Takes strike one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Man at second. And ball one. In the air to left center. Mangum on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Then there's one down. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 0-1. And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Mangum settles under this one. 2 away. Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit for the Reds. Suarez matched a homer in his last game. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Man on second, 2 down. That one is absolutely belted, and it's into the gap. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. The relay to second, not going to get him. He's in there.
He was all over that one. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking.
Oh, now this ball gets down. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Waste no time there. Looped that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him.
Runner on the move. That's ripped into the outfield. Cruz running hard to get it. Tracks it down for the out. And that'll do it. Second inning set to go. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez.
That's a ball.
Hey! Line to left, and foul ball. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Brian Reynolds here. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Nope.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 7.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jake Mangum. And that's in there at the knees.
That's a ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Runner on the go.
Oh, that's
Pitch
low.
misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Man at second. Fouled off down the right side. Missed with
That's
a changeup. Ball 2. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Bottom of the second, and now the designated hitter for the Reds, Bigbluntbilly8. Foul ball. And now the 0-1. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 8.
So digging in, Spencer Steer. In the air, right side of the infield. Lau under it. And there's one down. 1 out, man at first. Matt McClain digs in now. Out towards right center field. Reynolds gets under it. 2 down. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. TJ Friedel will hit next. He hit a leadoff double in the bottom of the first. That one misses.
That's inside.
Ball 1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Swing and a ground ball onto O'Hearn. That's the 3rd out. Back here in Cincinnati at the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz. That one finds the zone. 0-1. In the air to left center. Benson on his way over. And a quick out, number 1. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Ryan O'Hearn getting ready to hit. That one ripped, but foul. Strike 2. And they'll do it again. Popped up left side. And he dropped it. One down. Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Ozuna starting as the designated hitter. Batting second in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. That one inside. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's Joey Bart now. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. That one fouled hard the other way.
That's down.
Hard hit left side. That's out number 3. Back here at Great American Ballpark and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Will Benson.
Nope, that's a ball. That's
He's
ball
just
two.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Outside. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
Down the line, it's a base hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now they've got...
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Save! De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts.
Runner goes again. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Man at second. Runner goes again. Pitch in for a strike. Safe. That's 2 stolen bases now for Ellie De La Show. Here's a 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. And that one ripped to left. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. Noel V. Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. That one missed. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 0-2. This one in the air, center field. And there are 2 outs. Here's the catcher to hit, Tyler Stevenson. He's 0 for 1.
Stevenson.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And that is that. New inning getting started. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brandon Lowe. That smash towards center. One down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Gonzalez takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Way outside, ball 3.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher up there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. In the air, right field. Takes it in for the out. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit.
That's a ball. Hey!
Fastball the in for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Here comes the 0-1. The other way.
That ball's
foul ball. Got him looking for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Get it right, get it right. Oh, got to.
Bottom of the inning. In now for the Reds, J.J. Bleday.
J.J. Bleday.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The throw to second is offline.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing. Nice
Righty reliever out of the pen, Isaac Madsen. He's making his second appearance of the season. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. Flied to right his first time. And it's fouled away. Stays alive. That one well upstairs. Now 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter.
On the ground to third. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, T.J. Friedl, 1 for 2.
Off the plate, ball 1.
That one's in there, and the count 1-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
2 down, nobody on. And that is in for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Reds.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered here in this one. Late swing, foul to the left. Runner on the go. There's a ball.
Outside, that's a ball.
Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Jared Triolo. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Fly to left his first time. The Reds leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. There's a strike. Cruz thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2.
Well, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Right through there for a strike. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single. Here's Marcell Ozuna. That one's in there. 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Joey Bart now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Next pitch inside. Ball 1.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that'll do it. Back here at Great American Ballpark, in now for the Reds, Will Benson. Foul ball there.
Well, these Reds really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he...
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Up
next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. On the ground right side. Lau sends it to first. Home half of the fifth inning. Along 2 quick outs. Pirates with a new arm on the mound. Yohan Ramirez. He's into the game with the bases empty. And the batter now, Eugenio Suarez. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Inside.
Ball, that's off the plate.
2 balls and a strike. Here's a high chopper. Gonzalez whips it across. An acrobatic play to end the inning. Top 6 at the plate for Pittsburgh, Brandon Lau.
Ball.
Lau, 31 years old. He made his big league debut in 2018, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
And there's
That's
a ball.
3.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Gonzalez. Close, but call the ball. Ball 1.
Nope, inside. Ball
And an
2.
ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. So the call stands. No challenges left for them now. The wind to kick the 2-0. That one fouled off. The count 2-1. That one missed. Swing and a foul out of play. Payoff pitch. Three-two. Good plate appearance there.
Inside.
Able to
4.
take the walk.
Up next for Pittsburgh, right fielder.
Man at first with
Brian
one
Reynolds.
gone. And now the right fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner in the center.
Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is
You're
still
out.
in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Jake Mangum, the next Pirate to hit. There's a strike. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. Man on second, 2 down. Laser, base hit. Here comes Gonzalez. He'll score. It's 5-1.
Everything came together for him. Just as solid.
Jared
New arm out of the bullpen, Rhett Lauder. This is his first appearance of the season. And now, Jared Triolo. Got it started a little too early, strike one.
Nope.
There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Struck him out swinging. They limit the damage here. Well, we go bottom six and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Noel V. Marte.
Ball, that's in.
The 1-0. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ball.
Stevenson, the next to hit, takes ball one. Right side, Lau. Fires over to first. One away, bottom of the sixth. This is J.J. Bleday.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
To the right side. Throws to first in time. There for the out. Runner scores from third. 2 outs, base is empty. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now at the plate, Matt McClain. And a foul ball. Runner on the move. That's a laser base hit. Steer around second, headed for third. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back base hits. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Carmen Majinski.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find.
That's a base hit as a run scores. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Benson in now, takes ball one off the plate. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, left field. Mangum settles under it, and the inning is over. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Fouled off left side.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Up next for Pittsburgh,
Back to the top of the order, and now the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. There's a strike. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Got him. One gone here. One out man at first. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. What a stop. The flip. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Bottom of the seventh, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. In the air to left center. And there's one away. Now the Reds cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez.
Out towards left center. Cruz in position. Two down. Now it's the right fielder, Noel V. Marte.
Right fielder, Noel V. Marte.
And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Sets him down looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Ready to begin the eighth. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Joey Bart. Slider right there.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2. Just off the inside edge. Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Looking to extend the play now. And he's going to get to second with nobody out. And now it's Brandon Lowe. 1 for 3.
Ball one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Man at second. Check swing went around. And a count 1-2. Laser to the gap should score the run. Bart around third. He will score. It's 7-2. And in at second with an RBI double.
Seeing some good swings from.
Pierce Johnson will take over.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Swings through that.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Got him swinging. So now with one away and a man at second. Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Forget it. And they're chipping away. It's 7-4. Next to hit, Jake Mango. First offering way inside, almost got him.
Ball 2.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fair ball.
Showed a willingness to.
New pitcher for the Reds, Brandon Williamson. And now it's going to be Jared Triolo. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And the lefty with the 0-1.
Ball. Down.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fires to second for 1, and that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 1 down. J.J. Bleday, the next to hit.
Designated hitter, J.J. Bleday.
And that's ripped into left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. To hit, Spencer Steer. Drilled out towards left center field. He makes the grab. The relay throw. Tag, and he's out. Trying to get back, and that will end the inning. We go to the 9th at the plate for Pittsburgh. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Brock Burke. This is his 3rd time out this year.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. And there's a rocket into the outfield, and that's going to get into the corner. Relay to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Nice line drive. Full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Digging in, Ryan O'Hearn. And a strike on the outside edge.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
1-2 here. Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. Got him looking for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Hit on the ground to short. De La Cruz. Now 1 gone in the ninth. So now with 1 away and a man at second, Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. First pitch misses. That's down and in.
Hey!
Two down. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging. Now only 1 out remaining. Joey Bart, the next Pirate to hit.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate.
Oh, look at the stop. And what a play. Ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire out.